Hey, Mom. I'm gonna talk to this guy again before I leave. I know the name of the person who is in charge of the mines, Hepsi. Hepsi herself. I know her. She is an old and dangerous adversary, a Nephilim. A spawn of Baphomet himself. What's up, Matthew? Yes, now I see it. That's what he said, actually. He was like, what's up, Matthew? Sorry. The path we have stepped onto is a dangerous one, but it is the right one. The demons you have encountered before, even Darazand, were just officers in the Abyssal Army, whereas Hepzi is a true princess of the spawn of chaos and evil. While not surprised she is behind the secrets of the cursed crystals, I dread to think what she is capable of doing with them. A dying succubus told me about the conflict between Nocticula and Baphomet's servants. I'm not at all surprised. The alliances between the demon lords are usually fragile, and they break like a spider's web in the wind. However, the discord between our enemies can work to our advantage, no matter how repellent it is for me to even countenance. We must learn more about what is going on. I've got a key to the portal that the demon who mined the crystals apparently used to leave this place. Let me take a look at it. I think I know how this key works. As soon as you finish exploring the mines, I shall open the portal. 6. I think I've finished exploring the mines? Alright. We're gonna go back to the portal. I assume. Well, I like how it's extra companions. They're on the surface. You need a special talisman coins to use Alashrinia's portal network. Oh god. As soon as you finish exploring the mines, he said. So apparently I'm not done exploring the mines. Oh, you know what? Somebody told me I can ride Ivo now.
All this waiting bores me.
You can attempt to mount or dismount an animal of at least one size category larger than yourself. It says I cannot mount Ivo.
Spell's not working like that.
Mount must be one size larger. They lied to me.
Let's move already. Spell's not working like that.
Yep. They're liars. I cannot mount Ivo.
I lead. You follow.
Oh.
Onwards!
You monsters! How dare you get me excited about that? A midden of enormous bones that likely came from giants. Here they are, rusty slave collars in the dust. These half-rotten remains of a giant are missing an arm. This one was probably mutilated while he was still alive. Deep grooves seemingly left by a giant's hand furiously scratching at the stone. Well, there's a path right here. Why didn't you just go this way? Hey, there's Suture. What's up, dog? You hear some muttering coming from a pile of bones. Gone. They're all gone and left me with nothing. I've been searching and searching, but there's not even a trace. A large giant skull shakes, and an old acquaintance of yours, the dretch called Suture, climbs out from under it. Grumbling and groaning, he notices you. Oh, it's you. I'm here to find the source of the Nahadran crystals. Do you know anything about that? Well, you just found one. Good for you. Suture sweeps his arm in a wide circle. This is the mine where they used to dig up the crystals, but it was long ago. They depleted it and left. So the crystals can simply be mined like regular minerals? Simply enough, but not that simply. They can be mined all right, but the crystals are very rare and extremely expensive. That's all I know. How long have the demons known of the crystal's secret? What is this secret you're talking about? Those crystals can be used in many ways. If you're talking about magical powers that can be extracted from a crystal and poured into a demon, no one could ever do it before my mistress. Even now, only a select few know how to do it. My mistress, Lord Baphomet and Dascari are no fools to share that kind of knowledge with the entire Abyss. Are there many other mines like this one? There are several more on the island, as far as I could see. And they all must have been depleted too. Baphomet's gang wouldn't have left this place if there'd been a slim chance of finding more crystals. As for there being more mines elsewhere, I don't know. So quick to understand, aren't we? What are you doing here, Suture? Can't you see for yourself? I've been browsing decorations for my newest luxurious palace with the view of Ishiar's best beaches. I was on my way to see Mistress Aurilu, but I can't teleport when I'm like this. Even lousy Brimarak can do it, but I can't. All I can do is reach the Midnight Fane and slip into the rift, but now I can go no further. So I've been searching for portal keys. Portal keys? You've seen those big things up there on the surface? They were kept closed most of the time so the slaves wouldn't run away. They can be opened with special keys. If I was lucky enough to find such a key, I would have left this nasty place in a heartbeat. And then who knows, maybe I could have found Mistress Aurilu. Is Aurilu around here somewhere? You're a funny lad. My mistress, she's like the wind. One moment she's here and the next she's gone. But she loves coming to Alush, to the Abyss. I would have found her by now if I could get out of here. Where did all the bones come from? They belong to the giants who used to work in the mines. You don't think Baphomet's minions dug the rocks with their own hands, do you? The mine was depleted first, so they converted it into a dump. Every time an enslaved giant died, they just dumped the carcass in here. What is this place? It's a little burrow dug by Baphomet's rats in the mansion of the illustrious Lady Nocticula. A former burrow, that is. Once I visited this place with my mistress Aurilu on business, and this place was abuzz with life. The slaves were working, the slave drivers were tormenting them, and Hep Z was choking the life out of both. You know Hep Z, do you? Nasty, horned-headed Nephilim and Baphomet's daughter to boot. Now there's no one here. As soon as I saw you, I knew right away they'd all fled. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. You know what? You better look around real close. Mayhaps you'll find a key. A portal key. It looks like a faded piece of glass, but if it's filled with power, it'll shine purple. I'll walk around too. Search some more. Oh, new pair of boots. What do the boots do? What is this? Hide of a magical creature. Hey, I need 3 of these. Okay. Boots of Stampede. The wearer of these boots adds their rank in athletic skills as a bonus to the damage roll on a successful charge attack. Your athletics skill. Plus 26. What's yours? Plus 30. His dive bomb is a athletics check, right? Okay, you've got that going, so I don't want to do that. Tremor sense, plus 4 against trip, bull rush, overrun, and grapple. Wait, is that damage? To a successful damage roll on a successful charge attack. Dude, he would charge forward, do his normal damage, and then add 26 to that? That would be sick. Regarding our mission, I've learned the reason that the Nihedron crystals were mined right here in the mines. So the source of our troubles, these powerful crystals can be mined from the soil of the abyss as if they were just ordinary minerals. I was convinced that the crystals of their origin must have been more complicated or nefarious, but this new knowledge terrifies me. There are half a dozen mines in the vicinity, and those mines are huge. The largest was abandoned just recently, it seems. How many crystals did the demons manage to mine? How many monsters with mythic powers did they manage to create? We must find out. That's quite, and it is quite a lot. I've learned everything I want to know in this place. It's time to open the portal. Then let us begin the pursuit at once. Oh, this portal. The portal begins to glow brightly, and the hand of the Inheritor gestures forward, onward to wherever this road may lead. Heaven above, just look at that. I see a pattern of sky-piercing spires and steep domes set against the midnight sky. This is the capital Alushinria? Alushinria. The damned city of Nocticula. That's where our enemies were heading. You think you're quick, eh? Well, I'm quicker. The angel's blade is just a moment too late to touch the skin of the demon who rushes into the portal. That cunning creature has stolen our key. The portal is inactive again. I swear, even the lowest of the abyssal creatures are disgusting. Don't worry, I've got a second key. The demon's plot cannot stop us, but we still haven't had much success encountering them. This is why we must make haste and move onwards. The portal leads to the capital. What could this mean? It means we are looking. It means we will be looking for a particular clutch of demons among thousands of their kind. The capital is a real demonic metropolis. It's huge and macabre. It is a little safer, or rather a little less dangerous, than the other corners of the abyss. Lady Nocticula loves having visitors, including those from other planes, and she does not like it if her guests are dying every day in her city. But if it happens quietly and without too much attention, her black heart won't even skip a beat. We must be there twice. We must be twice, even thrice as careful in this nest of sin. All right, let's go. Let me tell you something, champion. Of course. We're all going to the capital, the city of cunning and seduction. As sad as I am to admit it, we are unlikely to find our enemies and the Nihedron crystals they took with them without the aid of denizens of the city's place. If Hep Z has something to do with it at all, we'll need another demon that matches her powers. We'll need to find a way to make contact with one of the city's rulers. On that point, we know now that there is a conflict brewing between Nocticula and Baphomet. I will not be welcome in that dark place, but I have prepared for this. I will cast a spell on myself so that not a single denizen of this plane whose soul is devoted to evil will be able to hear me. Invisible, I will follow... Oh my god, I can't read any of this stuff. Invisible, I will follow you and protect you from all the dangers and temptations of this place as best I can, and the demons will be unaware of my presence. Now let's go by the light and by the sword. I don't know what any of those pop-ups were. Game, I'm streaming. I have to entertain chat. Maybe I'll do that one of these days, but... Alright. What were these things? Become famous and get Nocticula's attention. Learn more about the capital's leaders. Try to secure an audience with one of the rulers. Alright. Judging by the surroundings, these are the slums of the capital, the abode of beggars and vagabonds. It is impossible to descend any further except into the waters of the ocean itself, where the bodies of the unfortunate are dumped.
I'm rather proud of this one.
Long forgotten by mortals and demons alike, the unholy sigil of the perished demon lord Nahandri. To the port. Finding your way. There's a strange abyssal realm. Space itself sometimes behaves in a weird, unexpected way. By turning the camera due south, north, east, or west, you can change the city around you by opening new paths. What the fuck?
I lead. You follow.
I finished here. Is there more? I'm glad I was useful to you.
Onwards!
And it never fails. The way you need to turn the camera to get something to work is the way it's the hardest to see. Oh my god, this is gonna be a nightmare to navigate. The sound of your footsteps startles a demon and she gives you a baleful look. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. A boy about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in a strange round scar that look like they may have come from suction cups. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood runs through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long look. Who is this boy? Sorges is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful, obedient, which is the only reason I condescend to taking care of this wretched creature. What? What are you doing? I'm listening to the ocean and waiting for the worthless whelp to recover enough strength to plunge back into Ishiar's depths. What a shame that I cannot walk its path myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful creatures, mortals. What draws you to Ishiar? The unknowability of it. It's said everything is possible in the abyss, but we demons received only the most trivial and vulgar part of it. Flying islands, storms of fire, awakening tombs, and the song that can steal the minds of those who sleep. The true wonders, the great paradoxes, and the mysteries that should not exist are hidden in these waters. They lie so deep that even Dagon's servants dare not descend into the darkness. It is the domain of Quilpoths. This is a whole nother level of complexity that my soda is incapable of solving. What? I don't know what you mean. It is the domain of Quilpoths, where common sense is a lie and abstractions are more substantial than and solid than matter. Address the boy. Are you alright, kid? The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amazement, perhaps even fear. Then his eyes dart to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? Don't speak, my boy. You do, what do you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you will regret it. Taking a child away from a bad mother is not a crime, but rather a good deed. Be gone. What are you doing to your son? Tell me the truth. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow even more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive deep to places where the moonlight never reaches. Down there, The boy stops, his words drawn out by his mother's hissing. Sorry, Mother, I won't say any more. Champion, how can we allow this child to remain in the hands of a cruel creature? Normally, I would say we have no right to deprive the child of their parents' love, but these creatures do not know love. Yeah, taking the child away from a bad mother is not a crime, but rather a good deed. The demon looks you over. The confidence in her eyes fades, and she shrugs. You want to take the boy? I don't care. He's yours. I won't fight over a trifle like the life of some mortal spawn, especially since it's nearly exhausted its usefulness. Take him and do as you want with him. The boy you saved from the wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I sense a certain darkness within this youth, hiding deep inside, yet he himself is not evil. His soul is pure and kind, as a child's soul should be. The boy is silent and focused, and as if he too heard the voice of the hand, and he suddenly responds. Does this spirit speak the truth? Is there really darkness inside of me? But how can I carry evil in me yet not be evil? His gaze pierces you as if he wants to say something else but reconsiders. Can you see the hand of the inheritor? Yes, he glows, and he is not evil. I think I like him. But I feel there is an irreconcilable conflict between us. It is unfortunate. So the child can hear and see me. He is not evil, nor is he a sorcerer or a mage or a wizard. He wields no spells that could reveal the unseen and carries no such spell cast by someone else. He just sees. What power does this youth possess? Who are you? Mother named me Zorgus. I'm a creature of her making, and until recently I was her creature in every way. I had many brothers and sisters, but none survived her research, so I was the only one left. Now that my mother is gone, I don't know who I am. Am I Zorgus? Why, that name means nothing. It was whispered into my mother's ear by Ishiar. So who am I? Tell me about your mother. Her name is Zara the Grim. She used to be a pauper, a diver who collected what Ishiar had taken. The ocean has no floors, so she recovered whatever hadn't sunk too deep, but those bounties were as generous as Ishiar is harsh. No one knows the ocean as well as she did. She knows the safe passages, and she guides ships, swimming at half speed so they don't fall behind. She's a child of Ishiar. She was created in it. Her first cry burst from her lips the moment she broke the surface. But many centuries have passed since that incarnation. She is dark like Ishiar, cruel like Ishiar, powerful and uncompromising like Ishiar, fertile and merciless towards her children like Ishiar. What magical experiments did Zara perform on you? I'm too young and I don't know enough to judge. We'd go to the shore, to Ishiar. She'd feed me potions and force me to dive, deeper and deeper each time. By the time I was 8, I could dive so deep that the water pressed on me from all sides, and my body no longer wanted to ascend. I had to stay there as long as I could. Then I'd come up, my nose bleeding, and sometimes my mouth and ears as well, even my eyes. The next day, Mother would make me drink a different potion and send me down again. It was so dark down there that I could feel the touches of strange dark things. Sometimes the vibrations reached me as they were communicating with me. On those days, I vomited black slime. I tried to hear the voices, but I never had enough time. Mother would be furious, beat me, brew new potion, and then tell me to dive deeper and stay longer. The last time, I spent 7 hours in the water. There were so many vibrations they enveloped me. Then I realized I was neither food nor an enemy. I have the blood of the enemy in my veins. What does it mean? I don't understand. It was a little boring, so I imagined I was a giant octopus floating in the deep, waiting for prey. I'm afraid no one else will tell you more about me because you angered my mother, and she is vindictive. So what are we going to do with you now? I'd rather not go home, and I have nowhere else to go. What do they do to those who have nowhere to go? I don't know. Maybe I should live in Ishiar? Champion, we have no right to leave him here by himself. He needs care, and fate has entrusted you with this child. I have faith that you will make the right decision. Explain how to get to the Nexus. You will find refuge at my camp if you so choose. Thank you for not deciding for me, but granting me the right to choose. Others have not done this, and so I will accept your invitation. The little one is now safe in our care. Neither his cruel mother nor a remorseless kidnapper can cause him further harm. I'm glad we share a belief in that children should not be the victims of such evil. I'm sure young Georges will be better off in Galarian. Weird encounter.
Head on!
Can I go this way? A group of dirty beggars in tattered clothes have gathered around a handsome young man with dark, messy hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggars a charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp shivs glinting in their hands. The young man has a glove puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize in a surprisingly deep voice. Hey, you lousy parasites, who's in charge here? The young man lowers his puppet and beams cheerfully. He addresses the crowd normally in a warm, friendly voice. I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner with candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. Do not interfere. The beggars whisper among themselves. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy, leave him be. What if he bites you? Before the crowd disperses, the young man jots something in his notebook. Huh. Weird.
Can't hide from me.
The flow of lava rushing through the capital to the oceans originates from somewhere at the very top of the city. Yo, what's up, Sansi?
I lead. You follow.
This place
I
is so
sense something.
complicated to navigate. What did you find? Oh, a trap. Outside. I don't want to go outside.
I
Well,
finished here. Is there more?
I guess the thing went in the other direction. Oops. Prismatic ring? Ring allows the casting of an improved version of prismatic spray. Once stays a 17th level wizard. God damn. The wearer can recharge this ring by consuming spells, for which the sum of their levels must be equivalent to at least 9. Makes sense.
Onwards.
Jesus Christ. How do you fucking navigate this place? What are these? Oh no, those are just giant. Okay, never mind. Those are these. Okay. This place is gonna be a nightmare, dude. City looks unnecessarily complicated. I mean, it is.
I will defend my dream.
Really? This guy wants to fight. Okay. Sure.
I will resist.
The light takes you.
Ah!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Begone, fiend!
Autumn. Hey, a bow. Let's go. I haven't gotten longbow in forever. Hey, Arcane Agent. Thank you for the raiding party. How are you? What were you playing? I think I'll get this game when I'm done with KCD2. Nice. Your wife just got home? Quick, run. No, I swear I wasn't playing video games all day. Oh, you were also playing Wrath of the Righteous. She supports you. Yeah. No, totally. I'm the same way. What? My wife doesn't support me. Alright, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Whoever wields this +4 axiomatic composite longbow lands a first hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away. The enemy suffers a -2 penalty to AC for 2 rounds. Jesus. Alright. It is a +4 enhancement. That means much more likely to hit. She's 8 to 20. He is 9 to 28. So she'll go to 10 and 17. He would drop... Well, he would have the same spread. I think I want to give this to her. What does axiomatic mean? Like, what does all this mean? Axiomatic is infused with lawful power. It deals an extra 2d6 damage to chaotic creatures. Hey, let's go. That's exactly what she will wear. Where? I don't know. Words are hard, man.
Damn. It's just not my lucky day.
Move out!
Through the Battle Bliss Arena.
Head on!
The Nexus. I'm at some part of the city. I'm at the bottom somewhere, but I don't know where. That's probably the Battle Bliss Arena, so I'm probably like right here. Interesting fast travel location. Tarp. Okay. Yo, there's Ember. Walking down the street in the Lushinria, you see Ember. She's sitting on the ground surrounded by demons, shielding a scrawny babu who looks like he's been beaten. What are you doing to him? You're hurting him. Hey, you little ragamuffin, will beat you up too. Who are you anyway? I'm a mortal, weak and silly. Compared to you, I'm a mayfly. One moment I'm here, the next I'm gone. You better listen to what I tell you, because I've lived more lives than you have. Yeah, listen to her carefully. This might be the most important thing you do in your entire lives. Yeah, right. We've always dreamed of listening to what a charred piece of meat has to say. The demon draws close to the girl and looks her over with contempt. What's with all the riddles? What do you mean you've lived more than us? It's very simple. I have lived a very long time. But I have friends, those I can protect. Those who are glad to see me. They are many sad things, but I still know what happiness is. But you... beating, biting, fearing, hating each other. Are you really happy? And if you aren't, is this any kind of life? So yeah, I've lived a lot. but you've spent centuries and centuries without really living. Bah, this mortal brat, this lump of meat is going to preach to us. You know what makes me happy? Gobbling up tasty pieces of meat. Poor thing, you are so hurt and scared all the time. You feel a bit better for a while when you torture others and forget about your suffering. But is that really happiness? The demon recoils. Yo, what's up, Graves? There's a combination of surprise and terror on his fearsome face. Are you crazy or something? The demons stand around Ember. Their faces show caution and rapacious interest. It is clear they are slightly afraid of the strange girl who shows no fear, but at the same time, they see no obvious threat. Ember, the demon, is wounded. Words are all well and good, but let's help him. Oh, you're right. How embarrassing. There. She heals his wounds.
Esmo, Axe, yes.
Babu jumps up and runs away from Ember and the demons who were beating him. Screw you, I owe you nothing. Of course you don't. I helped you for no reason, just because I wanted to. I hope you will be alright. Ha, for no reason? You're stupid. No one does anything without a reason. She's a witch. Probably wants to sell us something. Some magic potions or herbs. Come on, show us. What do you have? What? No, I'm not selling anything. I just want to tell you how much you're missing. I mean, you're free. Freer than anyone else in this world. But you could use that freedom to make life miserable for yourself and everyone else. Just think how much happier you could be if... She keeps preaching. The demons listen, occasionally interrupting with laughter and obscene jokes. Finally, they grow bored and walk away. They left. Do you think they understood anything? Who knows? Even I'm intrigued to see how it'll turn out. You're right. I want to help them so much, but how could I know what will work and what won't? Maybe in an hour's time, you and I won't even be alive. You know, I was trying to send prayers to the demon lords and tried talking to demons in the street, but one of the demon lords lives right here in the city, Nocticula, right? What if I could try to talk to her, not through prayer, but in person? If you're going to meet her sooner or later, aren't you? Please take me with you. I'm sure if we meet her face to face, like I'm talking right now, I'll be able to convince her to stop being so mean. You'll take me, promise? Crap, now I have to put her in my group at some point? Man!
I'm all done here.
The symbols inscribed on the wall belong to a language of the Titans, the first creations of the gods, and themselves the creators of the sinister Demodads. I'm sorry, there's a little thing here. It wants me to put something in it, but I don't have whatever it is.
I finished here. Is there more?
Let's see, what is this? Librarian's Cloak. The cloak grants its wearer plus 10 competency in use magic device. It also increases the caster level by 4 when using a scroll. Interesting.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Ulberg was super confused. Oh my god.
The mongrel did it.
Yeah, I can't say as I'm like excited by
Something
this.
is not right here. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Just made it overly complicated for no apparent reason. It's a neat idea. It's just in actual like a gameplay, it feels very awkward and unfun.
Onwards!
Yeah. It just makes it where you walk a few steps and sit here and do this. Nope, nothing happened. Okay.
Aha!
There's somebody called Red Mask. Get lost, I'm not looking for companions. A wrinkled demon with broken fangs and a missing eye stands before you. The eye socket is occupied by a large, squirming, multi-legged insect, yet it seems not to cause the demon any discomfort. He greets you with venom in his tone. Welcome to the Black Luck. Bad luck. Sorry, I can't read. I'm Burgaz, the innkeeper. Our establishment upholds a high standard of service in that it's better to eat and drink here instead of a ditch. Sleep here at your own risk, drown the rest of your life in cheap swill, or purchase goods of the highest quality and dubious origin. Upon giving your entourage an appraising look, the demon adds, we accept payment in gold and slaves. What about dragon bites? Do you accept those? I'll show you a payment, you big meanie. Dirty floor, terrible booze, a clientele of scoundrels, each one more deadlier than the last, and an innkeeper who is a crook and probably a creep. Ah, the perfect venue to celebrate our arrival in this godforsaken place. Who wants to keep me company and maybe even entertain the other patrons of the few Crusader songs? I doubt they'll be heard them before. You can count on me. We don't abandon our own. Let's find out what the locals here use to drown their sorrows. Surely it can't taste worse than the mongrel liquor made from venomous spiders. Show me your wares. The demon kicks over a large chest filled to the brim with all sorts of stuff. Here are weapons, bloody clothes. It seems that at least one item belonged to the visitors from different worlds. Here you are. Have your gold ready. The demon's voice drops to a whisper. By the way, I have something unique I can offer you. A Nahadran crystal. It holds incredible power. A Nahadran crystal? You mean you haven't heard of them? But everyone in the city talks about them non-stop. Well, listen. This lot of demons appeared, and they were so strong you couldn't help but wonder how they acquired such power. And the strange thing is those same demons used to be common riffraff, but then they became, well, I don't know what they are. But whatever it is, it's strong. Rumor has it, it's supposed Nahadran crystals are the source of the power. Nobody knows what they are or how to get them, but everybody wants one. The word has grown quite popular these days. Even everything in Nahadran this and Nahadran that, no matter where you look. It's all hogwash and lies, of course. But my crystal is the real deal. Don't ask how I acquired it. That's my secret, but I could sell it to you. I'm interested. Price descending. This amulet gives a +1 competency bonus to knowledge world skill checks. I guess it's fake. Just saying. I can just sell radiance. What a dick move. It literally doesn't have anything else useful. Demon Slayer soup, sure, why not? I'll also take all your health pots. He's still gonna pay me $130,000. Potion of remove disease, remove curse, remove blindness. Remove paralysis, I should not need. Potion of haste, why not? These are all good potions that I would actually use. Nahadrian crystals, yeah, I know, right? It even puts the quotes in there. Right. I guess that's it. There's some rooftop loot I don't know how to get to. Huh. I'm gonna guess that these things are like teleporters.
Move out!
Hi. Thank you.
Head on!
What do you want? Your face is familiar. Have we met before? Arugula, is that you? They said you defeated the Crusaders, but I always said a rabid bitch like you would never deal with goody-good moral scum. Oh, defected. Welcome home. The city has missed you and your wild escapades. She purses her lips and turns away, not deigning to answer. Her face grows deathly pale as there's despair in her eyes. Where can I find Nocticula? The demon stares at you with a slack-jawed astonishment, then bursts into laugh, pounding on his gut with a meaty fist. You can find her in the palace, mortal. The thing is, she won't see just anyone. The last person who had the nerve to show up uninvited now lives in the catacombs, and everyone calls him Scrap. Care to guess why? I don't know who you think you are, but you will not be allowed on her doorstep unless she invites you herself. And to receive an invitation from Nocticula, you've got to be influential and renowned figure in the city, or you could do something to piss her off. Sometimes those two things are one and the same. How do I earn an invitation? Your chances are slim, but you look cocky, so you could try the gladiator fights in the Battle Bliss. Everybody loves a good butcher. The dirtier and bloodier you fight, the more respected you'll earn. Only fools fight fair, so you must prove that you know the ways of the good fighter craft. The crowd will love you if you torment the loser before finishing them off. Make them shriek, squeal, or beg for death. And then you can count on having a fight of your life. You will face a Nahadran League champion. Your death will be a symphony of suffering the audience will remember forever. Most can only dream of such a fate. You can cozy up to someone in the upper city. The more influential your patron, the more respect you will be shown. Just remember that the capital, only the most skilled predators make it to the top, like Lady Velexia. More often than not, they offer of friendship is an introduction to their intrigues, and they will get into your head, twist your thoughts, make you hate yourself, and make you destroy everything you've loved with your own hands. That's their idea of fun. And if you know how to, shall we say, solve problems, you could try to get under Shamira's wing. She presides over the harem of ardent dreams in the middle city and rules the capital. Lady Nocticula does not stoop to such trifles herself. Commanding the city is dirty work, bloody work, and Shamira is always in need of capable assistance, especially since she changes them as soon as they start to reek of her dark deeds. Walk through the slums. Everyone you see here tried to climb higher but fell into a trap. There are plenty of warnings in their own incoherent ramblings. Who do you think I am? Nobody. You may have been a big deal in the world, but this is the abyss. If I haven't heard of you, then you're not famous enough to be of note. And if you keep bothering me, you will become my lunch. I want to know more about the city. Oh, these outsiders. Nocticula commanded the guards to instruct our guests on local customs. We are a welcoming city and happy to see you, scum. I mean, happy to meet you, exotic travelers. Anyway, here's a quick guide that will help you live in the city. At all times, no matter what, you need to remember 4 things. Who rules the land under your feet, what they have forbidden you to do, who you can draw your weapon against, and who you want to avoid offending at all costs. Seriously, you'd better off be impaling yourself on your own blade than going toe-to-toe with some of the denizens of this place. Who runs this city? Nocticula, who else? But she's busy sitting in her palace looking pretty and couldn't care less about the business here. This is why her sycophant, Shamira, mistress of the harem of the ardent dreams, has the final word in the city's affairs. It's not like she cares what's happening either. She just singles someone out, accuses them of some misdeed, and sends them to stew in a cauldron of boiling filth. There's no real rhyme or reason to her behavior. She just does it to keep everyone in line, and well, it works. Though her power isn't unlimited, there are some others in the city whose words carry a great deal of weight. Take Hepzi, for example. She has a great deal of influence despite being new here, not to mention a demon born of Baphomet. The city is her playground. Shamira is the only one she treats with it as an equal, stuck-up bitch. If I were you, I'd steer clear of Baphomets, scheming jerks, the lot of them. Lady Velexia in the upper city, she's like the leader of the city's elite. She's always gentle, speaks softly, never rips out anyone's throat in the streets. All in all, I've never met a more sinister and grim creature in my life. Ermangaleth, the master of the Battle Bliss, also commands some authority. He's a psychopath, even by local standards. This one time he put on quite a show. He invited all the scum in the lower city to a free performance in the arena, then he locked the gate and let loose a deep-sea monster in the stands and announced it would cost 10 eyeballs per demon to leave. Do you know Burgaz? He used to have 4 eyes, now he has 1. Such a slaughter. It still makes me giddy with excitement. Among the succubi, Shavaro is in charge. She's an angry bitch, but she never acts sweeter in the blood of a righteous man. Monaco used to run the 10,000 Delights until Shavaro found her way in. Must be quite a weasel, that one. Come to think of it, the city's chock full of bosses. Anywhere you have 2 demons, one will always be trying to crush the other. What are the local laws like? And stop wasting my time and be on your merry way. What? What are the local laws like? Weird. It's not like anyone in Lucia cares about laws, so we have almost none. Well, there are guards at the gate to keep riffraff out of the really nice places. Nocticula prohibits anyone from laying a finger on visitors from the other planes. We're a trading hub in the Abyss. See, everyone is welcome. Please come again. Thank you very much. But don't unclench your bowels just yet. All of the above applies only to the real movers and shakers. Small fries are either eaten or enslaved. The slave cages are crammed full of extra planar guests. I want to go through. No can do. This quarter is where decent people live. Then they want to disembowel someone, they can go down to the lower city where we're standing. We're standing here, so you won't be bothered by riffraff that wants to dismember them. Believe me, you don't want to go there. The slave traders have magic collars that fasten themselves around the necks of chancers such as yourself and drags them straight into the cages. Yo, I can intimidate this guy. Sick. Out of my way, scum. I don't care what Nocticula says. I'd rather live to see another day. Come on. Hurry on through while I just happen to be looking the other way. Nice. Okay, that problem's resolved.
Onwards!
So Graves, someone told me I could ride Ibu, but I can't ride Ibu. It says I can't ride Ibu. Like I clicked on the saddle and clicked on Ibu and it was like, nah dog, not happening. Do you think she gained size as I gained mythic rank? Well, she's not big enough then. 'Cause I think word for word it said, nah dog.
Move out!
Saddle up. Ivu. You see it's got an X over it. I click on her. Mount has to be at least one size bigger than the rider. Yeah, not happening.
Head on!
Will it not change while I'm on it? Oh, weird. Unexpected. Sounds like whoever it was a lying bastard.
You follow.
Well, there's not much else to do here, so I guess I'll just go ahead and go up the next level.